Alright guys, and welcome to episode 5 of this Road to Glory series with Salford City on FIFA 20. So before we get cracking with today's episode, I was pleasantly surprised when I logged on earlier and found that I'd been gifted a Scout Future Star. So whoever you are, leave a comment below this video, let me know so I can give you a proper shout out, because I didn't actually manage to make note of the name. But I don't usually use the Scout Future Star on my YouTube stuff, but seems as we were gifted one, somebody clearly wants me to use one. So we'll go to Catalogue and we will use the Scout Future Star and redeem it. We will see what happens with that when the Future Star turns up. With that said, let's crack on with today's episode then. We'll have a quick recap of last episode and have a look at what's coming in this episode. So it was a 2-game episode last time and we started with a 1-0 loss. Now I remember we conceded right at the death and I got quite annoyed with that. So yeah, we started with a 1-0 loss at home against Port Vale and then followed that up with a boring scoreless draw against Plymouth Argyle. Hopefully we can improve on that this episode. We will be starting with an away game at Carlisle and we will end the episode facing Leyton Orient at home. Hopefully things are turning round now after that episode where we got battered twice in succession. We had a decent performance last episode in that second game especially. We should have grabbed a couple of goals in that. One other thing to update before we do move forward then, we have added a player to the transfer hub that was suggested in the comments, and that is Matthew Longstaff at Newcastle. Now, I am scouting him, but if we do move for him, it's only going to be a loan, so don't expect me to be trying to sign him, and I have a suspicion that he won't want to come on loan anyway, because we are down in League 2, just like Troy Parrott didn't want to come on loan when we tried to get him from Tottenham. But we will give it a go, because Alfie, who's been subscribed to my channel for a while and keeping up with everything that I upload over the last couple of years now, has asked me to look at him. So we will try and bring him in and see if he's willing to come all the way to Salford. With that said then, let's move on to the first of 2 games in this episode. Remember, until the transfer window shuts, we will only be doing 2 games an episode. And then once the transfer window has shut, we'll go up to 3 games. So let's move forward to this first game then and see if we can finally grab our first win in League 2. Got a transfer offer for Carl Piergiani. His name still makes me chuckle. 400 grand, not bad. And I also know that he's not going to grow any because he's 27, so it's not like he's young. But he is first team, and I am not looking to sell my first team players. So I am sorry, Shanghai, that will not be happening. It is game day then. We are away at Carlisle. Let's have a quick look at the table and see where they are. Let's see, it should be a measure of how difficult this is going to be. Where are you, Carlisle? They are 12th. So they have 1 win, 2 draws and 1 loss. That's much better reading than ours, isn't it? We have 2 draws and 2 losses. Let's try and overturn that and pick up our first win. Carlisle's starting lineup is Aidan Collin in goal, Elliott, Branthwaite, Webster, Iredale, Dixon, Scougal, Jones, Thomas, Galloway and Kerr. They are playing 4-3-3. We're unchanged from last game. We are still starting Tom Walker at right back, even though he's a winger. I think it worked out really well, providing us with a bit of pace at wing backs last game. Come on then, lads. Let's have a performance for fans to cheer for this time, shall we? That goes out wide to the wing. It's kept in by Iredale. He's standing off. He's not really coming forward as quick as I would have expected. Slow build up. Iredale gets that cross in and Piergiani gets it away, and we can come forward with Sigurdsson even. He's knocked it forward for Disarue and Webster with a good tackle. Sigurdsson trying to chase it. Here's Jones. Kerr. Was it Kerr? Galloway. Oh, we went in. We didn't just jockey it, we went in. That's opening up an opportunity, and it is wide. No, it was put behind for a goal kick. It's Jones, crosses that in. Piergiani heads it away. Rooney, if you were a bit quicker, you'd have had that, lad. There's Skugel. Went in again. Need to remember that tackling is not the best idea in FIFA 20. You are much better to jockey. Well done, Burgess, cutting that out. Oh, Rooney, I thought you were going to win that then. Here's Elliott. Thomas. Goes back to Dixon. Here's Galloway. Out to Elliott. Tried to steal it. There's Skugel. And well done, Leathern. Big save. I did try and jockey him off at ball. To no avail. Lucky then that we didn't commit a foul on edge at box. Second corner at game then for Carlisle. Floated it in middle. Keeper comes, punches away. It's only as far as Skugel. And we steal it back this time. Through middle is Disarruway looking to put it off at top. And we have done. Rooney, not the quickest player though. But he does go through middle. Knocked on for Sigurdsson. Oh, what a goal. What an absolute banger from Sigurdsson. And he's celebrating with them Salford fans. That were all down to Rooney, that. Found a nice little pass, little through ball, splitting defence. Sigurdsson straight across keeper. Well took goal as well for his free signing. And Rooney does well to avoid the defence. Looking to go over at top. Vittori, defender. Can we keep that in? We do. And towel! Why did you let that run? We didn't react. I thought we were actually going to get a second goal then. And instead, we are dealing with a counter-attack. And here's Thomas coming down that wing. Boy, he's quick. He's leaving us for dust. Burgess did well, and we get it forward. Here's Sigurdsson. Ball cut out by Elliott. Here's Jones. Kerr. Well done, Figuera. Disarruway onto Rooney. Knocked on for Disarruway again. Oh, he's gone wrong way. And as Sigurdsson got blocked. Well done, Toure. Oh, cut out by Dixon. Toure's quick. But Thomas does him with dummy. And there we go. That is Carlisle's equaliser. I spot too soon. As soon as Thomas cut back and he found that pass, he just straight in behind defence. We did try. We went for it, but we just got cut open and it was a simple tapping. Home form is what I would have assumed would be key for us in this career mode. It's Walker. Figuera knocked on for towel, picked up by Rooney, and there's the referee's whistle. It is half time and it is 1-1 at the break. Trying to put that off at top. Can we keep it in? Oh, we can. Toure, he did keep it in, and then ended up ultimately nearly fouling the defender. Oh, Skugel's got the wrong side of his ear. Long bursting run. Don't concede. Well done, lads. And it is Figuera, and Sigurdsson hacks it out. I keep wanting to say Sigurdsson. It's very similar, wasn't it? But it's not the same. We got him behind. Well, that were an easy. I was going to about to say good save, like well done. But thinking about it logically, that was quite a poor. That was the wrong pass, wasn't it? I wanted to try and feed that through to Rooney. Instead, we went the wrong way. Here's Kerr. Well done, Burgess. Sigurdsson. Well tackled, but Towel keeps out of possession. Sigurdsson's dropping very deep. Here is Sigurdsson. He's now back in midfield where he belongs. Figuera goes out wide. Here's Hogan coming forward. Not necessarily sure that I like that, but Sigurdsson not quite quick enough trying to burst into the box. And it is time for sub number 1 then. We are taking Towel off, and it's Lloyd coming on in his place. Toure takes the throw, goes all the way back to Piergianni. Burgess. There is Lloyd with his first touch at game. Toure. Figueira. Why did that change the player? That was meant to be for Disarue, and instead tries to cut out an entirely different player. Well done, Walker. Lloyd. Knocked on for Sigurdsson. We've got a runner. It is Walker. And he'd let it run out. What? Well done, Walker, though. Amends with that. And then Rooney is tackled. This is why I want to try and get a young, quick striker to try and play that Rooney role, because I think he'll be alright when we're in League 2. But anything above League 2, and I think we will struggle with Rooney up front. Now, if it were Wayne Rooney, perhaps we won't be having this conversation. But unfortunately, it isn't. Here's Iredale. Oh, why did we step off then? Big save by Leatherin. Here's a chance to attack, though. Here's Figueira. Looking for Sigurdsson, and he's offside. Can't have been much in that. See just how much. Oh, wow. Our wing-backs are both exhausted. Please put that ball out. Skugel keeps it in. Well done, Leatherin, and we clear it. Back to Disarue. That's Lloyd who picks that up. It is. He's going to get his shot off. He did. It picked up a mad deflection and ended up going out towards the throw. Elliott picks that up. It's lumped upfield. And Piergianni with the craziest kick back to his goalkeeper that I think I've ever seen. Don't lose the ball. Well done. Here's Lloyd. And we have drifted out wide. We're going to have to try and find a pass. And it's cut out. And lumped upfield by Jones. And is that it? That's all she wrote. Referee blows his whistle. We don't end with a win. It is another draw. At the end, it's Carlisle 1, Salford 1. Post-match interview again. The general consensus from a lot of the FIFA YouTubers that I've been watching is that this is quickly getting quite tedious. The same questions coming up time after time. So, will I continue to back Rooney despite the fact that he's not scored? There, I'm standing behind my player. He's doing well. He's holding up ball for us quite a bit. He's not out there picking flowers. We'll give him a bit of confidence. But yeah, I think general consensus with FIFA YouTubers is that this is quickly getting quite tedious. The questions, it's always the same questions. A lot of them quite irritating. Yeah, again, 2 evenly matched teams and no clear winner. Any comments? I mean, what do you want me to say? This was the same question as last time. It was just 2 very strong defences. I'm going to go with something different. I'm going to say we should have won, because I think we should. You had the entire second half to find a winner. You did not manage to that. What do you think happened? Well, we didn't score. Just bad luck. Team's happy. I mean, yeah. I mean, what can you say? I mean, real answer is just nobody scored. Well, we didn't lose. That's the important thing, isn't it? Because I'd rather us pick up draws. We've had another transfer offer for Disarue. That ain't happening. Bugger off. Oh, we had 2 transfer offers for him. Well, neither are happening. He ain't for sale. Clear off. But yeah, we didn't lose, and that's key. Hopefully, if we can avoid losing, that'll be enough for us. We are back down in 24th, though, which is not a good sign. This game's also on transfer deadline day as well. Yeah, we've still got no youth academy, so the Scout Future Star has not arrived yet. Right, game number 2 then. Let's crack on, shall we? Or I suppose we should attend a press conference, shouldn't we? We'll do this press conference and try and give the team a bit of a morale boost before we kick off against Leyton Orient. It's not been the greatest start to the season so far. An automatic promotion looks difficult. Ask, do you have the quality to get back on track? Of course we do. We're always thinking positively, and I'm confident that we have the quality to still challenge for automatic promotion. Salford City have not won any of their last 5 matches. What are your hopes for today? Well, I'm going to be positive and say we can win. Team seems happy with that. Last match broke the negative streak, and now we're ready to build on that and bag the 3 points in our next match. On paper it looks like Leyton Orient and Salford City are similar in terms of strength. How will we approach this match? I'm going to focus on playing well, and the team responded well to that. Maybe I should have been doing these pre-match press conferences. Give the team a bit of a boost before each match. We'll see if that makes any difference as we head in towards the second and final game of this episode then. As we already said, we remain unchanged from last game. Been quite happy with the way we've been playing. We have had some decent play at times. Just need a bit more consistency. Leighton's line up. Sargent, Judd, Ekpiteta, Turley, Judd, Brophy, Gorman, Shabani, Dennis, Alibi, and Wilkinson. It's tete-a-tete. That was just confusing to try and read. The thing is, the lineups don't stay on the screen that long in lower league for some reason. I'll shut up a minute because Rooney has picked up that ball. Can we get the crossing with Walker, and it's headed away before it could fall to Disarue. Alibi knocks that onto Dennis. Yeah, as I was saying, in the lower leagues, the animations for lineups don't stay on the screen as long as they do for, say, the Premier League. Ooh, cut out by Coulson. So I have to feel like I have to sort of rattle through them. What I might do is just show you the lineups by skipping all the animations while we're in the lower leagues. That were a poor pass out of defence once we'd want ball back then. And here's Gorman, and well done, Hogan. Right, I'm not going to try and talk too much because I have a tendency to do that, and then it ends up costing me. That is cut inside for Towell. He gets his shot off, but it's straight down the throat of Sargent. And that's Walker making an overlapping run. Looks to get the cross, and that's headed away by Coulson. That was meant to be headed back in. Were it put out by the defender? It was. That is a corner. And put this right in front of the keeper's box. Sargent has to come and punch. It's picked up by Sigurdsson. There's Towell. Back to Sigurdsson. He went for a shot and it picked up a deflection. I think that were going on target as well. It's supposed to be going out wide for Walker then. Oh, Rooney. That were an awful pass, Sonny Jim. And Gorman brings this forward now. It's Alibi. Brophy bursting into the box. He's looking for a pass, and that's cut out well by Pierre Gianni. And Towell knocks it forward. Walker goes cross field. It's Sigurdsson. Try and go over the top. We can, but I don't know if we're going to keep it in. Oh, we do. Well done, Walker. There's Towell. He finds Figueira. He's going to go for a placed shot. Well done, Sargent. It were a well-tucked strike. Throw that out. That's Torre. Back to Piergiani. It's Figueira. Sigurdsson. Rooney. It's that wide to Walker. Didn't quite come off. Rooney stopped making his run, which was disappointing. Here's Alabi with a back heel to Dennis. Oh, what a shot. And that has gone out for a corner. We are nearly at half-time. What can Leyton Orient do with this corner kick? That is the question. We head that away. Walker's possibly put it off a throw. No, it's been kept in. And there is the referee's whistle. They won't get to do anything with it. At the break, it's Salford 0. Leyton Orient 0. There's Figueira. Brought forward by Hogan. Figuera. Sigurdsson. That's keeper's ball. Should have gone low. Gorman. There's Alabi. Or Alibi. I really want it to be Alibi. Let me know in comments if it is actually Alibi. There's got to be some fans of League 2 football here. Oh, this is going to be a goal, isn't it? Oh, great save. Now, can we get the block as it comes back in? No, it's gone wide anyway from Wilkinson. There's Alabi. That's Wilkinson. Trying to get in box. Oh, just wide by Alabi. Just like last game then, we are going to bring Lloyd on and take Towel off. Well, not Figuera, what are we doing? Ball got trapped on player that were on floor then. In somewhat comedic fashion. How have we let him dance around us like that? Great save by Leatherin. That could have been a disaster. We let the defender walk into the fucking box then. Ball inside to Gorman. Oh, well done Figuera. And nope, referee pulls it back for a foul. It's a free kick 24 yards out for Orient. Oh, great block and big save or big miss. Looks like a big miss. Yeah, big miss on the follow-up from Alabi. There is Lloyd. Fresh legs. Let's see if he can evade his man. He can. It's through middle. Come on. In the back of the net. Well done. There he is. Adam Rooney grabs us a goal. It's rushed to celebrate with them fans and then run away from him again. Rooney just cutting that defence, or should I say Desarouwe with the defence cutting pass, and all Rooney had to do really was stick it by on rushing keeper. I could have gone for a pass because we did have a man across. Fortunately, Rooney has banged it in back at net. Because this should be our first win. Oh no, we get it away in a stupid area. There's Alabi. Come on, ref. Bloke whistle. Do us a favour. Do us a solid. Well done, lads. And chance to counter. No, cut out. But there it is. There is the final whistle. Salford City finally grabbed their first win. It's only 1-0, but we have beaten Leyton Orient. We have put a win on the board. Get in, lads. And now the post-match interview where we get to gloat a little bit. Rooney is continuing his hot run of form. How satisfied are you with his performance? Weren't they slating him before this game? Obviously he deserves all the praise he's getting. He's been playing well. He's a fantastic player and he deserves all the praise he gets. I hope he can continue to amaze us with performances like this. Finally, Salford City wins and the poor run of form is over. Do you hope to build in this in your following match? Well, no shit, Sherlock. There you go, we are ready to turn things around. Prepared, extra careful for this fixture and worked in our mindset and we're ready to turn things around. We managed to win a close match with a decisive goal in the second half. What do you think made the difference in today's game? Well, we scored and they didn't. We were the better team. I think we were. We could have won that by a much bigger margin. At least we had different questions this time, thanks to winning. And it is transfer deadline day, so I suppose we should just get the transfer window out of the way in this episode, shouldn't we? Let's have a quick look at the transfer hub. We've still not had anything back about Longstaff yet, and I don't know whether it's going to be too late to try and loan him anyway on transfer deadline day. Oh wait, no, we can't anyway because he's only got 11 months left on his contract. So perhaps he's somebody that we could look at picking up on a free transfer in January maybe? We'll think about that. Gaber still hasn't got a team. Still tempting, but not going to do anything with that for now. I'm quite liking the way Walker is working at right back, so perhaps we'll keep him. Skip forward an hour then, see if anything happens. I don't plan on selling anybody, but I think what I'll do once we've skipped forward a bit, I might just have a look on transfer list and free agent list and just double check there's nobody that interests me. So we'll go to halfway through window and see what happens, and then maybe I'll have a look at who's available and if there's anybody we might be able to pick up. So we know we can't get Longstaff, but we are going to leave him on there because he might be quite handy as a free signing, possibly, depending on what his scout report comes back like. I have found, and I can't believe that he is still playing football, 36-year-old Goran Pandev is available on the transfer list. He was a cracking player in his prime, and I did say we wanted a striker. So there's 2 players that are transfer listed and shouldn't cost the earth, and I am tempted. See, look at that guy. He's 6'4", so even if he's not quick, because his acceleration and sprint speed are only up to like the early 70s at most, he could be backup for Disarue, who's our other big striker, and Pandev could be a backup for Rooney. That's the one. I did have a quick look at his stats, and the numbers are not actually showing, but his, I think it was ball control and technical were both immense. It said they were still between 80 and 90. He could very well become the best player at the club, depending on what his rating is. But I'm not going to be able to scout them to find out, so we're just going to have to take a punt. Now, this guy's weak foot is terrible, but I am tempted to try and get both, depending on what the transfer values are. We don't know what he's worth, that's the problem. Can we loan him? No. They only want to sell. Let's see what they want. Now, I know it's perhaps not the most realistic scenario, but he's 36-year-old. Now, I ain't got much to begin with, so I might get laughed at office at this. But we'll open up with 120 grand, and if he's worth more, he's worth more. Yeah, they've just laughed at us. Well, we won't be bringing Goran Pandev in, which is unfortunate because I'd have loved to have seen Pandev playing for Salford, but that won't happen. Let's have a look at Kim Soo-an and see if we can bring him in then. Or at least we know what he's worth, 275,000. I'll offer a transfer fee. I'm going to offer 170 and probably get laughed out of the office. Oh, okay, well, fair enough. I offered 100 grand less than what he's worth, and they accepted. Is this going to be where the guy turns out to be really pants? I mean, he's only got a 2-star weak foot. We'll negotiate anyway. And we can confirm that Kim Soo-an is now a Salford player. He's 61 rated overall, which is about the same as Manny. So I'm not complaining. I think Manny's 61, 62 rated. We've got him on, he's on 5 grand a week, which is not a massive amount. It's a 3-year contract, even though it says 2 years. And yeah, I'm quite happy with him. He'll hopefully be a decent squad player. He did want important, so I have lied to him about that, but we will put him on the bench, and hopefully he will get some game time. With that done then, we will just skip forward for the rest of the transfer window and get things done and dusted to end this episode. Just quick fire straight through it, get on with it, just go straight to the end at window because we don't plan on signing anyone else. I'm not going to sign that right back that's on the transfer hub because I am happy with Walker at right back or right wing back. And there we go, window is slammed shut. These from the news there, transfer deadline day has ended. We'll have a quick look at, if we can, at the major transfers done. Is it in transfer history? It is, right. We'll separate by the prices. You can see the biggest transfer is definitely Sadio Mane going to Paris. Pjanic has joined Real Madrid from Juventus. Martial has joined Juventus. Thiago's gone to Madrid. Isco's gone to City. Depay to Leverkusen. Pereiro has gone to Bayern. Kimpembe has gone to City. Romagnoli has gone to Everton. That is a cracking signing for Everton. Bernardeschi to Barcelona. Aspas to Bayern. Jesus to Atletico Madrid. Azpilicueta has gone to Juventus. Belotti to Liverpool. Anyone else? Grimaldo to Bayern. Oh, Martinez has gone to Dortmund. Gaia to Paris. Kyle Walker has gone to Napoli. Wijnaldum to Bayern. Orban to Watford. Werner to Chelsea. So that's unrealistic, isn't it? Because Chelsea have got a transfer ban in real life. Sergio Roberto's joined Arsenal. Volland has moved to Schalke. Mendy. Obviously the transfer's not updated for this series, even though latest squads are available, because we started this before the update came out. Poulsen has gone to Leverkusen. Bentancur to Brighton. Look at Brighton. Cengiz Under has gone to Wolfsburg. So some pretty big signings then. Chiesa to Manchester United. Loftus-Cheek to Leicester. I'm not actually saying, as a Spurs fan, I've not actually seen Spurs sign anybody yet. Let's just have a flick down. No, Tottenham have done no business in this window. But that was FIFA 19 content, weren't it? And this is FIFA 20. This is where we are going to end today's episode, guys. Fortunately, got to end it on a win for us, didn't we? And I've just noticed that we have, is it what's used to be the Johnson's Paint Trophy? The Leasing.com Trophy is going to be the first game in next episode. But that is next episode. Let's not jump too far ahead of ourselves yet. We finally got our first win in the league. So a draw and a win overall for this episode. And we scored in both games, which is important. It was nice to get some goals put in. But with that said, I mean, what more can I say? We're finally off to a winning start in the league. We've made one signing. We bought a Scout Future Star, thanks to whichever you generous viewers it were that gifted me one. If that was you, by the way, don't forget to leave a comment below saying it were you. I can give you a proper shout out next episode. Yeah, all in all, quite a good episode for us, weren't it? We're moving up, hopefully. With that said, though, we are going to end things there, guys. So if you enjoyed today's episode, make sure you twat that like button, and if you want to keep up with this road to glory and whatever other content goes up on channel this year, make sure you twat that subscribe button as well. Social media, it's all below as usual. You can feel free to follow me on whichever your chosen social media platform is. And other than that, guys, cheers for watching, and as usual, I'll see you next episode.